Welcome friends to another video from AvioMan, and today we are here reviewing the WingFlex A320 Cube stand product. WingFlex sent us this product for reviewing. It's going to be my opinion, so there will be an honest review of this product. WingFlex is a research and manufacture center that specializes in providing professional full cockpit manufacture services for civilian pilot training, so professional civilian pilot training. But they also got involved recently into the home desktop flight simmers like you and me, and with their 15 years of background in building flight sim, professional flight sim one-to-one panels and instruments for training facilities, they do have enough experience for provide us great products for a great price. To be honest, the competition is pretty high at this point, so we do have different products from different companies, and that's good for us because it's keeping the prices down of these items. So this is a glare shield of the Airbus 320. So it's a stand. It works as a glare shield and a stand. So the 320 Cube series comes with the EFS panel, FCU, and the RMP panel. The RMP panel is actually a 3-in-1 product. If you think about it, there's a TCAS functionality, there is a transponder functionality, and there's also a radio panel integrated with it. So it's an amazing product for people that don't have maybe enough space on their desk, or they don't want to just use the whole room to build a one-to-one cockpit. So this is actually not a one-to-one A320 desktop lineup. This is 80% in size, so it's a small manufacturer, smaller product, perfect for anyone that has limited space. The stand comes with some nice rubber pads at the bottom that keep it from sliding. It is a plug-and-play device. So what that means is connect these 3 panels with one cable. It just comes with the stand and a glare shield. It has a beautiful viewing angle of 13 degrees. So that's perfect for viewing angle like in a real aircraft. If you want to reach and turn the knobs, it's very easy. And it has one software, so you use one software, which is the WingFlex Bridge software, to connect all these items together. Again, you connect this one cable, you open up the Bridge software from WingFlex, and then you start up your PC, and it's plug and play. It just works just like that. So in just a few seconds now, we're gonna go ahead and open up this box and see what comes with it. Okay, let's go ahead and open these boxes and start unboxing. Again, I'm not a professional unboxer video or streamer, so let's see how... I already opened it before because, of course, I couldn't wait. I was so curious. There we go. Let me see. Ooh. What am I doing wrong? I'm destroying the camera in the meantime. Once again, I'm sorry, I'm not a professional. Hey, oh, this just comes up like that. Okay, great. Just going to do this. There we go. Styrofoam, so nicely packaged. So whenever you're buying this product, you know it's coming from China, so it's quite a shipment. So it's good to know that it's well padded and protected. As you can see, we have the stand itself here. Before we have a pick at the stand, let's go ahead and have a look at the little box here. Usually WingFlex have these cute little boxes with all your items that you need. In this case, we got screws. It looks like yeah, they look like screws. Yeah. Oh, speaking out of here. Yeah, these are screws and an alloy wrench here. What else we have? Yes, I can feel the beautiful cable that WingFlex always send. I don't know, but there's something with the texture of this cable that WingFlex had. I don't know. It just feels so nice and smooth compared to... It feels premium. It's not like a corded thing, but it's a nylon. I don't know. It's like a very soft rubber. It's crazy, but you know, you can tell they don't put cheap stuff on their products. So this is a nice USB cable. We'll have a look at also how long this cable is, but looks pretty long. Yeah, you probably want to have a USB hub behind your stand and then connect the USB stand to the USB hub to the PC. Now let's have a look at the rest of the box here. I think we got everything out. Here we go. And at this point, I don't see anything in the box, so I'll just go ahead. Move this to the side. And here we are with the product itself. So let me remove it from the plastic. I came from with a USB cable. I'm not sure what the USB cable is for, because... Oh, I see. Yeah, but this is the product itself, as you can see. An amazing product. It's not like a cheap plastic. It just feels nice and solid. Has a nice texture to it. It's not 3D printed or any crazy stuff like that. A little residue of glue, I guess, hot glue that they had there, but it's okay. It is a very simple product. It's nothing like crazy. Like it just a product that puts together, if you already own the Cube series, put them all together in one spot so they don't slide around. Has nice rubber feet here so they don't slip while you're using it. Here's the cables. It has a L-shape cable that connects to each of those Cubes product. And then at the very end, the very back actually, by the way, this is where you put the checklist. This little hole space here, that's where you slide the checklist in. If you do have a nice laminated checklist. And this is the product in the back from WingFlex. The A320, WingFlex A320 Cube combo stand. The USB cable that we saw before, it's going to be connected back here. So we're just going to grab that USB cable. Wrong end. Not nice to do things with one hand sometimes, but I do have two hands. I should use two hands. That's what my mom always used to tell me, that use two hands. There you go. So this item just connects in here, this USB cable, and then you connect this end to the PC. Only one cable instead of having three cables connecting to your PC or to your USB hub. How convenient. They really thought about everything. The stand is probably the product I was looking for, because I was running out of USB ports and I started buying these USB hubs, and now I'm putting also USB hubs in parallel, which is not a good idea. Don't do that, by the way. I just realized that it will not throw the same amount of power for all your items. So I was like having issue with the webcam not connecting because it just can't transfer the 4K resolution to through two USB hubs. So it's good to know that some companies are thinking about also the big issues that we have. I was like, oh, so many cables, everyone is adding products, and we had no more space for USB hubs or HDMI ports, you know. I love that. WingFlex, even, for example, if you're looking into buying the MCDU product, you don't need an HDMI to connect the MCDU to it. You just connect the USB-C to the PC, or to a hub in this case, and you're done. And that's amazing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to connect the two MCDUs from WingFlex, the EFIS FCU and the RMP panel, to this, and connect one cable to the USB hub. So in total, for the WingFlex product that I own, I'm using 3 ports, and I can just occupy 3 ports on my USB hub. And that's just that's a dream, because I was thinking, where am I going to put all these cables now? I'm like, I need to buy more products, and I'm like, this is just a perfect solution. Like I said, it is nice and grip. Look, let me move the cable. So if I'm putting enough pressure here, well, also I'm using I have a desktop mat here, so that's probably does not help sometimes, but it does not move as much. If I do put this directly onto the desk, a smooth surface, of course it's going to grip even more, because rubber onto leather does not really grip as much, and just the mat is not really gripping to anything very well. But yeah, this is the stand, and we're gonna go ahead and insert those panels in just a second. Okay, now that we disassembled the feet from the Cube series, let's go ahead and install these panels into the stand. So this is the FCU, so this is going to go to the center. Then we got the EFS panel. This is going to go to the left side. And we have the RMP panel. This one right here is going to go to the right side of the stand. There's some fingerprints there. Anyway, lift this one up so you guys can see as well. So I'm going to start with the left side, which is the EFS panel. I'm going to connect the L-shaped connector. So you want to just move this way. Can I can't put a USB-C anymore back in here? There you go. So look. Fits just perfectly. Beautiful. All right, second. I'm not sure there's an order. I don't think there's an order, but I'm just going to go. You seem like there's an order, but I believe it just doesn't have a USB-C connector to connect to an Arduino or some sort of board or something. All right, put the cable back in here. Kind of to lift up the stand a little bit, like the Gershel a little bit, in order for it to, let's see, I think the cable behind, okay, let's not do this. See the cable behind, I think it's, see like this, it's the natural connection. Try to see why is it not going in nicely. Was this got in here, but this one, okay, well, let's do some troubleshooting. Kind of. Let's see, maybe putting the third panel will just help. Connector in. Yeah, I just feel like the FCU panel, it's a little bit, well, it's in, yeah. I think we're good. Does it move? It's a little bit of wiggle. But I mean, you won't notice it. Okay, so we got the panel in. There we go. So now we can see the EFS panel, the FCU panel, and our RMP panel. Like again, we already did a review of the single panels here, the FCU, the RMP, and the EFS panel. Over here, you have space for the knobs to kind of like dim your unit physically without going with a keyboard and a mouse. You have a space for a checklist. Let me see if I have a checklist. Looks like I do have a nice laminated checklist for this. Well, I do have a nice laminated checklist for the 717. Let's have a look. Just goes in here. You just like kind of like leave it there and then bring it back whenever you need it. So yeah, you got your checklist there. What you usually do, you fold the checklist. That's what a lot of people I've seen doing on the inside of flight deck. And here we are with the WingFlex stand for the 320 Cube series instrument panels. So EFS, FCU, RMP panel, all connected to the back of this unit with one single USB-C. While I did that, I just felt like everything has moved around, but it's okay. You're not supposed to have it this way, right? But just to show it, for the sake of showing it, just connect one USB-C, connect the USB-A, or whatever you call it, to your computer or to the USB hub, and you are done. But see if I can put this one back. There we go. That's it. This is the WingFlex Cube Series stand for the Cube Series combo with EFS, FCU, and RMP panel. We're going to go ahead and connect it to the PC in a few moments so we can see the whole unit in action. And on the sim, we'll try a couple planes and see how it looks like. Full setup. I'll connect also the 320 overhead panel that we got from WingFlex and do a cute little flight if we can on a separate video and have that in And we'll do a quick video once we got this set up into a flight cockpit at home, and then we'll show you the WingFlex stand and the WingFlex overhead panel that I reviewed in a previous video that you can find down below on the channel. So just hold on a moment and we'll go ahead and connect all this to the setup and let you know how it looks. All right, friends, as you can see, we set up the Airbus A320 combo cube stand into our sim pit. It's sitting on the mantle right now that I created. I'm trying to build my own sim cockpit, so it's still a temporary solution. As you can see, it sits a little bit higher than what I want it to be at, but we're going to fix that in later times, I guess. We are in cold and dark on the Phoenix A320. So, like I said, this is the EFIS, FCU, and RMP panel, all three connected with one cable. So, at the back of this unit, there are 3 USB-C, and they are all connected to a small little motherboard, I believe, Arduino, and that it's connected through USB-C to my main PC hub. Now, let's go ahead and start up the aircraft. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the battery panel. Battery 1 and 2 are on. Okay, external power is available. So let's see. I'm going to bring the... There you go. It should go through its own little testing. This is the RMP panel that needs to be turned on. There you go. Trying to put everything on focus, but it was a bit hard sometimes. Okay, everything works as normal. We're gonna run some tests and do some move some knobs and see if it works just properly. So far, everything is good. I did have to update to the latest bridge software in order to work, because sometimes I had an issue with the master caution and the master warning. Sometimes when I pressed it, it will just close up the simulator's bridge software. So I had to update it, and now it seems to be working fine. Well, let's go ahead and do some little tests. So okay, set the QNH, and yeah, it's working just fine. All the knobs are working, as you can see on the MFD over there. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, everything's good. Constraint. Okay. Waypoint. And I'm putting a good amount of force into pressing these buttons. It's not moving. It stays on perfectly. And this is not even a super smooth surface. This is like a wooden mantle, so it's gripping pretty good. Okay, and so let's see the speed knob. Yep, perfect. Give it back to 100. If I change the heading bug, I have to put it on. We'll have to wait for the IRS for that. Okay. Altitude. Yep. Everything's just working good. Calm. And I can hear the transponder switching. The knobs are switching good. I would say these 3 knobs are a little bit harder, especially because of how the RMP, it's kind of a little bit further, not further, but it's not, the RMP usually is down below. So the RMP usually is down on a pedestal. So kind of the RMP usually cut. Take 2. The RMP usually is in the pedestal. So What that means is a little bit unconventional for you to just use these knobs. It's not as easy because you don't have much space between these two knobs, and sometimes it kind of makes it a little bit harder to grip and switch to the different things. I noticed also the standby auto and on position knobs. Sometimes the knob sometimes comes off, but I think that's just normal. That can happen. I might put some touch of glue in the back just so that it doesn't come off, but that's only if I just press it hard. Again, you have the toggle switch here that is like a lift into position kind of switch. Toggle switch, so I just lift it up and bring it to on. Same with the VOR ADF in off position, ADF2, you kind of lift it up and bring it to the off or ADF or VOR position. Let's see, you got flight director, you can turn it on and off, and it's not coming back up. Landing, oh, there you go. Flight director is not showing up today, but it's okay. And we're not up in the air. What else we can do? Yeah, that's working. When I press this, I can hear the click of the master warning. Master caution, same thing. I can hear the click. Priority stick, that works too. ATC button. It just says squish auto land at that point. And then let's have a look. What else? We could also set this standard. There you go. And the chrono. Chrono works. Everything is perfect. It's working just fine. Turn it off. Also, there's a cutout for your dimming. So here you go. You can dim the panel, and it kind of dims the whole setup here. So the whole stand dims. You can also dim the rest of it. Here we go. Yeah. Usually at nighttime, I like to keep it a little bit lower. I did notice like here, there's a little issue, but not issue. It seems like it's not perfect, but on a real aircraft, it's the same. So here we go. That's the A320 combo Cube series stand. So the EFIS, FCU, and RMP all in one setup, all in one little casing that has a glare shield, a checklist holder, and a stand to put it on your desktop. And it's all three of these are connected to the PC via one USB-C. Thanks again for tuning in, and thank you again, WingFlex, for sending us this amazing product.